Great. Okay. Let's just take a second, coming into your body, feeling what it feels like to be you, letting go of whatever happened. Oh, hold on. Whatever happened overnight or in the day or wherever you are coming into this moment. Just let yourself come into the specifics of your sensation in this moment, whatever it feels like in your physical sensation right now. Maybe there's some emotional stuff lingering there, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? I have a lot of crazy dreams. So I hear, as I say, let's come into the moment, I start telling you about the past, but it lingers a little bit, right? Lingers, it resides in ourselves. Hold on. All right. Just a little quick nose blow, and we'll come to standing. Standing. Inhale, open, stretch out and up, reach to the heavens. Maybe even lift your heels off the floor and do a releve. And then arms out into space around you. And again, inhale, fill up, lengthen up, look up. Try pressing all the way up. I keep falling over. It's hard to look up, especially in the morning, and not fall over if you go up onto your tippy toes. Inhale, open, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, big wings. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Open your feet wide. We're going to go into a cat-cow version. Internal rotation, external rotation. Arching and curling your spine. Turn it in, open it out. Rotate in, rounding your spine. Turn it out and open. In and out. In and out. And one more. In and out. And let's do just a little bit calves and ankles, pressing up, lower down, bend your knees and stretch. Press and lower, bend and stretch. Press, lower, bend, stretch. Press, lower, bend, stretch. And then bounce and shake. Let it go. Bouncing, shaking, letting it release. If you can jump without too much pain, then jump, giving your system the information to get stronger. So shaking up, moving your lymphatic fluid, but also giving your bones the information to be more resilient by giving them some weight bearing, real weight bearing, right? Let's do spirals, twisting, looking around behind you. See what's back there. Try to look at the same spot from each side. So seeing if you can twist the same amount. Generally, most people twist more easily in one direction than another. Good. And let's come and do the lip flush. So rubbing your hands together, we're just going to go through it quickly. Right hand to your left collarbone, sort of splitting. So your hands going above and below your collarbone, like this. Gently moving the tissue. Ideally, you have some kind of relationship with your own touch, so you're not going to be ripping it up or bruising yourself. However, if you have very delicate skin, body, go very soft. If you're more robust, get deeper. Switch it to the other side. You can yawn. I'm still like in a movement flow, meaning I just keep my body moving a little bit as opposed to stopping it. And then coming up to the angle of the jaw, very gently. Maybe going under that jaw ridge, but gentle. I'm doing little circles with my fingertips. And then coming in one on the face right here next to your nose, circles there. Squish up your face, open it up, getting some movement in the tissue, some vitality and aliveness. And then coming down a little bit lower, really gentle in here, just under your cheekbone. Soft, slow it down if you need to. Every part of your body, or every part of my body has sort of a different tempo of what they like in movement. So really tune into that. Squish open your face. Shake it out, hands rubbing together. 10 little dragons running through the forest. Getting all around your cranium, moving your skin. So like you can kind of take your skin and move it over the bones. So mobilizing the fascia that is on top of your cranium, and also giving yourself a really nice hairstyle like this, right? We all want more body, don't we, in our hair? I don't know. Maybe some people don't. There we go. All right. Next place. K 27 points, collarbones, just 2 inches down, little circles. So we're mixing in some energy work as well as just the lymph flush. Breathe into it. Let your tensions melt away. Coming into at least the idea of well-being in your body, if not the feeling. And then a little thymus thump, Tarzan. I kind of go beyond my thymus out to the edge. Awake and alive. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Right hand to your left armpit pec, back into the lymph flush. Squishing around in there, very gently getting in at the right tempo for your body, tempo and pressure for your body for this moment. Switch it to the other side. Coming in under to the sternochyli, there's the bottom of my ribs, there's my belly button right in the middle. Gentle pulse in. See if you can relax your shoulders and jaw as you're doing that pulse. And then down to the inguinal fold. And behind your knees. Good. And then coming in, let's go for a contralateral pattern, elbow to knee, crossing your body. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Big weight shift. Try to really move from side to side. So you've got to travel. Taking it to the back, hand to foot. See if you can touch your foot in the back space. Good. And let's come in. We're going to do some tendus. I feel like these are just so good for your foot and ankle. So we're going to come into a parallel first position. Turn it out. This is also known as sixth position. But here we are. We're turning it out, turning it in, turning it out, turning it in. Just what your hips and butt can do. Doesn't have to be huge. And then we're going to go through the ball of the foot, point your toes, ball of the foot, and close. Other leg. Ball, point, ball, down. Ball of the foot, point your toes, ball of the foot, down. Push into the floor, point, and down. Ball, toes, ball, heel, ball, toes, ball, heel. We're going to add to it. It's going to go ball, toes, lift, touch, ball, heel, plie, stretch. Ball, toes, lift, touch, ball, heel, bend your knees over your toes. Ball, toes, lift, touch, ball, lower, knees over your toes. Hold the arms up if you want to. Ball and plie. Stretch, ball the foot. They're going to be slightly in front of you. It's like you're holding the space. Plie, stretch, ball, toes, extend, touch, ball, heel. So we're working on a lot of things here. We're working on this connection to the very distal edge of our body. We're also working on our balance, shifting our weight, lifting that leg up, working through our feet. Ball, point, lift, touch, ball, lower, plie, stretch, ball, point, lift, touch, ball, lower, plie, and stretch. Bring it in, internally rotate, just turn in for a second, bend your knees, stretch, bend. I'm doing a little pulse and stretch, just letting the tissue become more have more access to three-dimensionality, right? So it could be turned out, parallel, turned in, and our body can handle all of those moves. So exciting. All right, let's take it down to the floor. Let me get my cameraman to fix the camera so that it goes down. There we go. All right, coming down to the ground, and you are going to relax on the floor. So come down, get into the ground, get into the floor. Maybe a couple of big sighs down there on the floor. So take a breath in and feel that levity, lightness, rebound from the ground. And as we exhale, settle into gravity. Inhale, feel the lift, feel the rise away from the floor, feel the lightness, and exhale, sink in, wiggle, nestle into the ground, nestle into gravity. Make some noise, shake it out, let go of we learn how to kind of restrict ourselves and become kind of rigid to have the right posture and to behave the right way. Let go of some of that programming. Get a little more animal and a little more relaxed, melting into the floor. Less need to show up as a certain thing that isn't exactly what you are, and come into what you really are, this physical living body, part of the planet, part of the whole system. Bending your knees from side to side, massage out your glutes, your hips, lower back, let it go. Two individual legs, very relaxed, just rolling across. You can take it deeper and go for more of a twist if you want. Letting this massage out the back of your hips. Opening up. For me, this is a big stretch in between my shoulder blades, like up there in the top of my rhomboids and my upper traps. Feels really good. Plus, as we're doing this twist, we're creating that contralateral crossbody pattern. Super good for our nervous system. And then come in, lift your pelvis up, circles with your hips. I've got my red mermaid leggings on today. It is close to Halloween. Not that I need any excuse to dress up, but change direction, other way. Circles, pushing the floor away. Letting your upper back and head and neck do whatever feels good as you're circling. So my head goes a little bit away from my pelvis as I do that circle. I'm not stabilizing it and locking it into place. I'm giving it the opportunity to have some mobility and movement. And then come into center, take it down, take the arms and legs up, give them a good shake, jostle those legs and arms. Let that bang down into your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your jaw, and then take a happy baby and wiggle around in your happy baby. Free up your inner thighs, bend and straighten your legs. Let it be playful, playful in your body. And then take your arms and legs up, circles with the wrists and ankles. Change direction. shake it out. Lower your feet back down to the floor. You're going to lift your pelvis up again. My feet are fairly wide. I'm going to interlace my hands behind my butt and walk my shoulders close together. Looking straight up to the ceiling here, I'm going to lift up onto my tippy toes, lower down, and then flex and lower. Tippy toes, lower, flex your foot, lower. Press it up, down, flex, lower, up, down, pushing the floor away, up, down, flex, lower, up, down, flex. Just the toes. Peel the toes up, push the toes down. Toes up, toes down. Toes up, toes down. Toes up. Think of fanning them out. Spread out your toes. Down, up, up, and down, and up, and down. Inhale, knees wide. Exhale, close. Touch your knees together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And release your hands. Roll it down through your spine. Soften and melt into the floor. Take a big deep breath. Fill up with air. And shake and release. Let go. Jiggle it out. Right? If we can shake our body, it's hard to hold tension in there. So shaking, jiggling, releasing. And we're going to go with this body half exercise, drawing your elbows and knees towards each other. Just try opening and closing together. So getting the upper body and lower body working at the same time. And then open and close one half. Relax into the floor, open. Let this massage across your back as you go to the other side. Elbow and knee working together to roll you onto one side. And then lift, open, 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 and close, 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 close. Making it as much of a pour in your body from side to side, pouring your body from one side to the other, P-O-U-R, as possible. Relax your torso. And then we're going to unfold, open it up, and fold it in. Radiating away from center, stretch it out, and bring it back. Open, 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 bring it in. Open, 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 bring it in. Open it up, fold it in, and last one, open and fold. Coming onto your back, adjust your location if you have traveled, and taking your arms out to the sides. You're going to flex your feet, look down towards your toes, arms cross as if you're taking off a shirt, and open. So big, huge arm circles with a little roll up. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Nice movement for the shoulder blades, rotator cuff, and change direction the other way. Good, and relax. Turn your head from side to side, let it go. We're gonna do leg circles. But we're not gonna do that many. We're gonna do big ones though, if possible. If it's not possible to do big leg circles, do small leg circles. Listen to your body. If you're popping and clicking, make it more specific. Make it smaller and more specific. All right, popping and clicking in the joint. Here we go. I'm going for big circles. And I can peel up off the floor with my butt or not. So depending on what you need in your body on any given day and what it feels like. Every day is a different day in your body. Some days we need more of this, some days we need more of that. And then I'm going to flex and go the other way. Good. And relax. Shake it all out. Open your feet wide so your feet are about sticky mat distance apart, sticky distance. Internally rotate one leg and then the other. Spiraling in. so that the fascia, the muscles, the nerves, the veins, the arteries, everything in your body gets this little bit of movement, right? Or it's not just a little bit, it's a lot. We're getting this internal rotation. And we've also had external rotation and we've been parallel. So we're adding all of those ways of moving. We're giving this tissue and our nerves and our arteries and our veins, which are routed out there through our body. Where is our nervous system, but inside of all of this? We're giving that a chance to move and to mobilize. Often the nerves are routed through your body in a sort of bundle with the arteries, the veins, and the lymphatic. So it's often all traveling together. As it gets further and further out, it splits off more. But often it's a whole little bundle of this stuff moving through. All right, let's do this exercise. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. This is with the legs, and then circle around. If that is too hard, just do the leg switches. So coming in 1, 2, 3. I'm going to flex and circle out and around. Leg in 1, 2, 3. Circling out. This is the coordination. 1, 2. If it's too much to think about, just do the switches without the circles. 1, 2, 3. Circle. I'm going to drop my head down so I'm not putting so much. And then I'm going to bring it back up. So head up, head down as you like. I just don't want to put so much tension in my neck and shoulders. So if I start to feel tired, I go down, and then when I'm ready, I come back up. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Turn your head from side to side. Let your upper back and neck really release and take a big yawn. Ah, shake it out, let it go, maybe yawn again. Ah, feels good just to relax into the floor for a second. Let's just do a really slow roll again. For me, what I'm trying to do is roll out this part of my back, my sacrum and my lumbar and my glutes. So I'm gonna slow roll and I'm gonna let my head go with it. So gently from side to side, not so much a spiral as almost a body half. Slow roll, massaging out your back. If you've got shoulder and neck stuff going on, you might want to take your shoulders along for the ride. Slowly roll it out. Compression. Your weighted body on the floor is going to be giving you a massage, which can help really release and relieve any kind of tightness or trappedness of the nerves, of the tissues. And then let's take it a little further. You're going to actually roll onto your side, and then you're going to push the floor away and come up. Let's go with our head initiating the way down. Head is going to go down, arms support the roll, and come over. Coming up, rolling it up, and then head drops, arms support, and we roll over to the other side as easy and relaxed as possible. Coming up, taking it down, rolling it over. Coming up, taking it down, rolling over. This is what we want to be able to do. Move easily in any way to get up and to get down, right? All right, let's do one more thing along those lines with your butt on the floor, rolling over one butt cheek, but your upper body is up now, just massaging across glutes and buttocks. And then you're going to take one knee behind the other and lift into a side stretch. Take it down. Knee behind the knee. Press it up. Take it down. If you need more padding under your knees, get it. And if you need to skip this altogether, go for it. Do what you got to do. It's your body. Good. And then come in and we'll flip it over onto hands and knees. So from the hands and knees, we're going to do something really exciting. We're going to crawl back and forth along the mat. So crawling to the front of your mat, maybe past it, and then crawling it back. And again, if you need more padding, then get it. And if this hurts too much to be on your knees or your wrists, then skip it. Do something different. Have a moment of independent movement. We gotta have all these ways of getting around, right? This is all just locomotion. And this is healthy movement. This is how babies learn how to walk, right? First, they get that contralateral pattern. We're gonna come onto our butt. We're gonna do a butt walk, walking forward on your butt. This is great for your hamstrings, great for your lower back. Walk it back when you get to the end of your mat, or you don't have to go the full length, but you could try it. Movement of the pelvic floor, right? When we're getting all that tissue to move around, there's less likely for stagnation and buildup. And probably a lot of people have a certain amount of stagnation in their pelvis, in their gut body. So getting it moving, hydrating the tissue, reproductive organs, mushing around in there, getting movement. There's a Huberman podcast on microplastics, which if you want to get depressed, listen to it. But at the same time, I think we don't think about that much. Look at my pants. These have probably got a whole lot of plastic in them. Somebody gave them to me a long time ago. I think it was Cassie, but it might have been Georgina. But we want to think about this stuff. Like when we're ingesting a lot of microplastics, which everyone is because they are in our water, it affects our hormone expression, right? It expresses. It affects the inner workings of our hormones. What does that mean? Think about it. All right, let's take it down onto our bellies on the mat. And you're going to come onto your elbows. Take a little arch, lift your legs, and then drop your legs, round your head, curl, roll down, look towards your pubic bone. Pubic bone drops, roll it up through your spine, lift. You can do a little pull with your arms and lift your legs. Drop it, drop your head, roll it down through your spine. Pelvis, roll it back up, lift. So things like Teflon, any kind of water resistant material is also going to have PFAS in them, and the PFASs are in our water stream. It's all really highly toxic shit. So yeah, just something to think about. How can we detox our bodies? One way, eat cruciferous vegetables, sweat, get exercise, do deep breathing. And then take your hands next to your chest, arch up, round your spine, take it back. Also, like things like there are PFASs, or not PFASs, there's microplastics inside the inside of soup cans. And plastics leach when they are hot. So like if you have a bottle of plastic water, a plastic bottle of water in your car, and it's going through hot and cold and hot and cold, the chances of that water inside that bottle getting pretty full of plastic are high, right? And we don't know where plastic bottles of water have been before we get them, right? Were they sitting in a truck getting hot and cold? How long did they travel in their lifespan? So the more that you can get away from using plastic, obviously, great, which is very difficult in this world. But also just the small things to think about, not drinking the plastic water if it's been sitting there for a long time, or even sometimes you're going to have to, right? I'm out, I haven't got water, I'm thirsty, I have to do this. But most of the time, I think it can be avoided. I use water bottles, non-plastic water bottles. I have 2 that are metal. Flex up and point down. Going 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your legs forward, one hand down. You're going to go in opposition, opposite arm to leg. Going 1 for 10, 2, 3. I'm inhaling back, exhaling forward. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really reaching with the leg and the arm. 8, 9, 10. Grab on, take your heel into your butt. If you can't grab your foot, grab your sock, grab your pant leg. Get that quad stretch, a little internal and external rotation in there. And then release. And we're going to come up and flip it over to the other side. Starting with the kicks. Flex up, point down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it forward, bottom hand down, reaching forward and back. Opposition in the upper and lower body. This is nice cross body movement, contralateral. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice spiral through your waist. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend it, grab it, take it into the back space. Stretch that quad. Good, and release. Let's come over onto our forearms, forearm plank. Curl your toes under, push forward and backward. Head reaching forward, heels reaching back. Open your feet wider, circles with your pelvis. Change direction. Take your knees back down to the floor, curl your toes under, lift up your hands, arch, drop it down, flip your hands under and curl and make little fists. So you're gonna curl your toes under, flip your hands, arch, hands down, tops of the feet to the floor, flip your hand, curl. Down, flip, arch, down, flip, curl, down, flip. I do just make this stuff up on the fly, but I have a lot of theory underlying what I'm doing. Not that you necessarily need it. If you can do something one way, try to do it another way. If it's possible this way, maybe it's possible that way. Like, we want to have variety in our life, especially in the tissues in our body. Coming onto a side plank. Let's do this with weights. We haven't done this in a long time. And I told you to get weights in my class earlier. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. I have some right here. Oh, so I've got 2 3-pound weights here, which I'm going to hold both of them together. And I am going to come onto my side plank and I'm going to go up and down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking it down, switching it around. Being able to move from place to place is more important than being able to do any of these exercises well. Press it up. 1, 2, in my opinion, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come down. Sit cross-legged. We're really moving around today. Stretching from side to side. And sometimes we think, oh, it's these exercises, but it isn't. It's getting from here to there, being able to move from exercise to exercise. Circle it around. All of that is part of the flow, right? Part of the flow is getting from one thing to another. Last one. And change legs. Non-dominant leg comes in front. Also, I would recommend for people in TV land, if you're doing this stuff, do the same one a couple times. Doesn't have to be the same. Like you could do one day and then a different one, then come back and do a different one. Repetition is great for learning. Take it forward, shift your head from side to side, let it go. And if something is challenging, then that's great. Lean into it. We need to be in these learning states for our whole lives, right? Working with the plasticity of our body, the plasticity of our mind to be able to adapt and adjust to what's going on. Let's circle our pelvis, our gut body, and then the other way. Good. And we're going to do another another exercise with weights. You could use your like whatever you have weight wise, both in one hand. I am going to use my weighted ball coming onto your back, toes and knees knocked together, pigeon-toed knock knee position, circles with your arms around your body. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. Yeah, we want to use weights sometimes so that our body, again, this is going to be for bone density, the strength of the tissue. Not that we want to knock ourselves out, although it is good to sometimes knock yourself out, right? We want to have a variety of movement, change direction in a variety of places, in a variety of relationships to gravity. A variety of tempos, right? We want all of these things, not just one way that we do things, multiple ways of doing things. It's movement nutrition. And come in, you can get rid of your weight. We're going to flip right over onto hands and knees. And opposite arm to leg, we're going to take it out, reach it on the diagonal, bring it back, find midline and lower. Up, take it out, bring it in and down. Up, diagonal, bring it in and down. Up, reach, in and down. Up, reach, in and down. Extend, diagonal, bring it back. Lower, extend, diagonal, back. Lower, up, diagonal, back and lower. Up, diagonal, back and relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Feel your body. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Maybe you can feel the buzz of your nervous system. Maybe you can feel your energy. Tune to that layer of being. And then from this place, look around your space. I have a lot of plants around here, especially on that wall. It's all, well, that's where the windows are. Plants, plants, plants. Check out what's alive in your room. There's a cat as well. But then imagine that everything's alive and you're interacting with everything and everything is there participating in this moment in time with you. And let's take it back down to the floor, onto your forearms. Legs are reaching out behind you. Head is reaching forward. One foot is going to come off. Point your toes, bring it down. Other leg, up and down. Reach, lower, reach, lower, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Alternating. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And take it down to the floor and relax into the floor. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side. Letting go of tension, massaging the front of the quads. Relax your gut body, relax your butt, relax your back. Big breathing. And then we're going to do the regular old Pilates swim. Arms and legs up off the floor, paddling away. In for 5, for 4, and out for 4. In for 4 pulses, out for 4 pulses. Inhale the whole thing up into an X. Float it around. Imagine you're flying, rolling. Take your hands next to your chest. Come up. Drop your head, round your spine. Take into a child's pose. Melt. Breathe. Let go. Wiggle around. Filling your body with life force through the breath, through the movement, through the letting go. Right? When we're holding tension and we're keeping it together, we're blocking it. We're blocking our life force energy, right? Life force energy needs to flow through us. Well, it likes to flow through us. If we're here, it's not as much movement. That movement is life. Life is movement. We're always moving. Everything is in motion. Everything is dynamic. Everything is changing, whether it's at a rapid pace or a low pace. Let me do a time check. Yes. So let's just do a hip stretch. And we are going to come, let's do this one, knee over knee. So you could do this a figure 4 on your back, or with one leg, bottom leg could be straight, could be there, or folded under. Once you get into your position, let your body move a little bit. Find an internal flow. You could circle yourself around, wiggle, adjust, breathing, mobilizing inner body in a very gentle, friendly manner. Coming into yourself, calling all the threads of yourself back to you, right? Oh, one has wandered off worrying about this over there. Another one's over there thinking about what's going to happen then. Bring them back in and see what you want to have happen. If you're spending all your energy in fear on what you don't want happening, you're building that. So see what you want to have happen, the future you want in your immediate life, in the greater world life. See those things. I'm not saying we don't need to be aware of what's going on and discern, but if we're living in this contracted way, we're helping add to that. We have to find a way to be more alive and fluid, vital in our own bodies so that we can discern, I felt something. I better pay attention to that, right? Not, I'm going to just lock it out and block it out. Take it down, breathe and melt. Feel the movement of your breath in your body, in your stretch. And then roll it up. So the movement, like, it's not that when I breathe deeply, my diaphragm goes down, right? Pushing down into my organs. Then it counts back up. So that's the movement of the breath. And if I'm not stopping it or blocking it, then I can feel it pretty far down into my body. Let's unscramble, release it, bang it out, rotate in and out, cross it to the other side. And again, a little free flow movement in your body. If you are on your back, you can just wiggle a little bit there, or come up with the bottom leg straight is another way. And it could just be circles, or it could be more free flow shapes, infinity symbols, the alphabet, whatever you want to do, moving around in there. Melting, softening, letting go, taking it forward, releasing. Find the breath, growing and shrinking with the breath. And then come up, take your legs out in front of you, give them a little bang up and down, rotate in and out. Slide your heels in, take your butt up to the ceiling, let your head hang down, open your feet wide and shift from side to side. Let your head hang, let your body hang. Bending one knee, bending the other. Free up your spine. Come into center, shake your head no, nod yes. Jiggle, shake, and then roll it up, bent knees to come up. And inhale, I'm just gonna come down so that you can actually see me. I don't have to move the camera. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach out into the space around you. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Inhale, stretch and open, reach it up. And exhale, let it go. All right, TV land. If you have made it this far, bravo, you win the prize. What is the prize? It is the good feeling of having accomplished an entire class. And everybody else,